All right, and we are back. Students, again, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Real quick, if you have questions, we've got the East Valley Institute of Technology here. Steve Gross is here
Hi
from
there.
EVHS. If you have any questions...
Nice to be with you, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. See, the late night talk show vibe is coming through.
There you go.
So.
I'm loving it.
So again, if you have any questions, please make sure submit those through our social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Send us some snaps. Our social media coordinator is all over all of that, making sure we get all the questions straight to the presenters. So again, don't forget to get those questions in. And Steve, welcome. We're glad to have you guys here.
Yeah, awesome to be here at Primavera. Very cool. Awesome setup you have here.
Yep. So for those of you guys that don't know, we actually have a partnership with EVHS, and Primavera actually has a learning lab built into the EVHS campus at EVHS Maine.
I'm the radio teacher, and I have a lot of Primavera students in my class who are taking classes now, or also did in summer school.
Perfect. So again, huge opportunity there for you guys to go get some technical experience with EVHS, as well as getting your coursework done.
I think a lot of Primavera students don't even know that they can also go to EVHS.
Yep.
As well as do online, and then you have a lab there, so if they need to stay there the whole day, they can do that as well and work at their pace. So
exactly.
We'd love to have you.
So yeah, again, something that you might not have known that now you do, and we'll go ahead and get into some more details on the EVHS programs that are available. Without further ado, we'll jump right into it.
Awesome. This is a PowerPoint I guess we're going to show you, and I've actually never seen this PowerPoint, so you and I are both going to be seeing it for the first time together. All right, so what is EVHS and who attends EVHS? Go ahead and hit that slide. Oh, okay. Well, EVHS is a career and technical school. It's a high school, but we do also offer adult education with tuition. Now, you might have heard for a couple years we had people under 22 going for free. That's no longer the case because the state cut that out of the budget. So now you have to pay a tuition, but it's well worth it for many of the programs. So we have more than 40 programs at EVHS, and they're all career-oriented. So if you want to be a firefighter, if you want to be a chef, if you want to be on the radio, like in my class, anything in the medical careers, massage therapist, if you want to be a teacher, maybe early childhood is a good way to go. The automotive, the collision, the welding, all of our classes have national certifications attached, and our classes also have college dual enrollment credit. So you're able to actually get 15 credits maybe in some of the classes, up to 15 credits that go towards an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree later. So that's what EVHS is, a career and technical school that you take half of the day. We have 2 times for classes, 8 a.m. to 10:35 and 12 p.m. to 2:35. And any high school student in the 10 districts area, okay, so basically anybody in these cities, Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, Gilbert, Apache Junction, Queen Creek, Fountain Hills, Scottsdale, Ahwatukee, which is Phoenix, Tempe area, they all feed into EVHS. So anybody who lives in any of those cities can go to EVHS. So if you're a Primavera student and you live in those areas, you can go to EVHS.
All right, perfect. So again, big takeaway from that, guys, is that you can get your technical experience while you're on campus at EVHS, turn that into college credit, so now you're ahead for college when you're going ahead to go there, plus you get the technical experience to help back you up when you're ready to get a job once you're done with college.
Exactly, and let's say you want to work during college. Okay, well, when I was in high school, I was working at 104.7, which is now KISS FM.
Yep.
Okay, so that was a lot better than maybe working at a fast food place. So you get the experience that even during high school and during college, you can already be doing what you love.
Yep. All right.
All right, so what makes EVHS worth it for you? You get to train now for the job you want. That's exactly what I just said. Gain experience in career training early. Earn high school credits. Transportation, well, not provided for you because Primavera doesn't have buses, but you're able to come there on light rail, city bus, or you can drive yourself. Certifications and licensures, dual enrollment opportunities, and 40 different programs to choose from. We have 2 campuses. We have one that's up in Mesa on Main Street between Dobson and Alma School. It's our main campus. Most of our programs are there. We also have a campus out at the East Mesa Airport, Mesa Gateway, with about 6 or 7 programs. Excuse me. So you spend half the day at EVHS, as I told you, 8:05 to 10:35, 2:05 to 2:35, except cosmetology, barbering, or aesthetics have 4 hours. Now, think about this. You want to go into cosmetology, right? You wait till after you've got your diploma from Primavera. If you do that, it will cost you $26,000 on average to go to a cosmetology school. At EVIT, it takes you 2 years, and you do it for the price of the class fees. And if you don't have the money for the class fees, we have a foundation that has scholarships. And they almost never turn anyone down if you legitimately have a need. So here's a chance to save yourself. You always hear people, you're sitting in high school now on Primavera going, oh, college is going to cost so much money. Well, or cosmetology. Well, this is a chance for you to get experience even ahead of that, so that, cosmetology, it's a no-brainer. You get that license when you walk out the door at EVIT, and it costs you 1/30 of what it will cost you after you graduate high school.
So again, guys, huge thing there too. Last year, I know specifically through the EVIT presentation, we had 5 or 6 questions directly related to the cosmetology program at EVIT. So if anything holds up like last year, which probably will, we have quite a few students who are out there tuning in right now who might be interested in that cosmetology program. Definitely something for you to look at here for the next couple of years before you graduate. If you are interested in cosmetology, this is a good route to go.
Your EVIT class will be very interactive. It means mostly hands-on, not a lot of book work, and will either prepare you to go right to work or go on to college, or both. These are some of the classes, and you'll see some of the pictures as well. Fire science, automotive diesel technologies, welding, collision repair, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. You know what's funny about that is there's so many jobs in HVAC, and they pay right out of high school. When you go through a class like EVIT, you can make $25 an hour right away. Teachers don't make that.
There's not a place that needs air conditioning more than Arizona.
Exactly. So there's jobs. Manufacturing technologies, also construction technologies. Construction market is booming again here. We even have a plumbing class in a partnership with George Brazil.
There you go.
And then we have law enforcement, aviation. Law enforcement. Well, let me go back to that a second. I want to be a lawyer. Well, law enforcement has court. You're going to learn all about laws, so that's your good step. Aviation, which is at our East Campus, and yes, you can work towards your pilot's license. Future engineers, there's a lot of I've met a lot of Primavera students who want to be engineers, and that's a great opportunity at our East Campus. Radio and audio production. We're not just about radio. We also have sports broadcasting. We actually do play-by-play for high school football games, basketball games, baseball games, sports talk shows, and we produce music. We have a full recording studio. Intro to multimedia technologies, that's going to be more of your graphic design, your social media, and your web design. Photography, you know what that is. You take a picture, right? But we show you how to do it a little more intensely. Graphic design, I said that. Video production, we're on video, doing things right now, so you can make your own little movie. iTech, which is robotics engineering, digital device diagnostic, computer programming, mobile app design, and Cisco Networking Academy. And 3D animation, which I know a lot of you love video games, the design of video games, and also for animation for movies. There's banking. We just have a brand new partnership with Landings Credit Union. We actually have one on campus. You can go to EVIT, and you can go to the bank. You can get food. You can get your hair cut. You can get your nails done. You can get a massage. You can come record your mixtape up in our recording studio. You can just pretty much, it's like its own city almost. Banking, barbering, cosmetology, aesthetics, fit, which is fashion, interior, and textiles, which is going to be everything from interior design to designing clothing.
Yep.
Culinary arts, commercial baking, and early childhood education, which I said that's the path for teachers.
And the culinary arts program has started booming really big at EVIT too, with the restaurant and everything.
Yeah, we have a bistro,
Yep.
Bistro 13, which is right outside the campus. That's run by the culinary program. And the culinary arts actually hosts probably close to 100 events a year for different banquets. So the students are actually the chefs, the servers. The entire process is done by the students. And, we bring a lot of people on campus, and they do a great job.
Experience doesn't really get more real world than that for someone who's looking to be a chef.
Commercial baking as well. During the holidays, which are just around the corner, holidays, just around the corner, they have all their, they bake their breads and their pies and all their different rolls and stuff for the different holidays. And the baking area is just booming as well.
Awesome.
Anatomy and physio, this is the medical stuff. Anatomy and physiology for medical careers. You also can get a science credit for that, by the way. It's 1 science credit. Behavior, mental, and social health services. Dental careers. EMT, emergency medical technician. massage therapy, medical assistant, nursing assistant, pharmacy technician, physical therapy technician, and vet assistant. Yes, veterinary. I actually have a vet assistant program out at our East Campus with real animals, even hissing cockroaches from Madagascar. Not that I want to do it. You know, but they have them out there. And so awesome programs, and there's so many jobs in the medical career. You can almost find something just about everywhere.
All right.
If you want more info, we have tours open to the public at 1 o'clock every Tuesday. And our big EVIT Expo this year is going to be January 28th on a Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You know, our website, evit.com, on Twitter, Facebook, EVIT News on Facebook, Instagram. We got it all there. We'd love to have you there. Now we'd love to also have some questions.
Yep. Hopefully we got some questions coming in. Students, go ahead and make sure you get those submitted. And again, guys, the EVIT Expo, definitely mark your calendars for that right now. Put it on your phone calendar, however you want to do it. We've been at this the last year, and there are tons of people out there. It's a huge success. Lots of information about the programs.
Well,
a good way for you to get to see everything
every
too.
class and everything we do. It really represents all that is EVIT. You know, one thing about me, and when you're a high school student, you know, it's another adult telling you what to do. And I went to EVIT, and, you know, it changed my life. I moved here when I was 14 years old from North Dakota, and I knew I wanted to be on the radio. And they happened to have a class at EVIT at the time. And within the first year I was interning. Within 2 years I was on the radio. And really, it made me, you know, it gave me the opportunity to live my dreams.
Yep.
You know, I've been to the American Music Awards and the MTVs and the Grammys, everything I always wished when I was a little kid, going, wow, it'd be cool to be there, sitting in a little town in Podunk, North Dakota, you know.
Yep.
And not even thinking, geez, I have to strike the lottery to go to Disneyland, you know. But just having all that at EVIT and the tools it gave me, and believe me, the EVIT from 30 years ago when I was there is nothing compared to the EVIT of today. This is a school that is the premier career and technical school in America.
Awesome. Well, we do have a few questions that I was able to get.
Yes.
First one, what is the age requirement for attending EVIT?
Well, you got to be a junior or a senior, or else have, I think it's 10 credits.
Okay, so potentially a sophomore with a lot of credits.
Yes, yeah. If you're a little bit ahead, that'd be okay. And you do have to have at least a 2.0 GPA.
Okay.
Now, if you happen to really bomb your freshman year, and maybe things didn't work out at a high school in freshman year, and you came to Primavera your sophomore year, and you got a 3.5 that sophomore year, go to the teacher, because I've taken a student that did that at Primavera, that turned it around, and was able to make it happen for their junior year.
Awesome. Okay. Now, transportation-wise, if a student is concurrently enrolled with us and they're at a traditional brick and mortar too while they're here at Primavera, or if we have students who are tuned in who might just happen to have seen us and they are at a traditional brick and mortar, what's the transportation system? Are they able to catch a bus from their school to EVIT? Will they have to drive themselves?
If you're still enrolled in your home school, which would be, you know, if let's say you were doing Primavera online, but you also were at Tempe High or something like that, you would still, if you're one of their students, you could ride the bus. Every one of those high schools in those cities I mentioned has a bus that goes to EVIT in the morning and in the afternoon to and from.
Awesome. Okay, so transportation is available for you guys who are at one of those home schools if you're concurrently enrolled here with Primavera as well. Now, is there a deadline for the enrollment for programs? Like, do I have to be in by a certain date?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're watching now, and you want to register, you know, when you're thinking about next year in February, you want to make sure you're registered by then, because classes will start filling up.
Okay.
And you have a lot of classes that have limited space, like cosmetology. They're state mandated that they can only have 20 kids in a class.
Okay.
So, you know, there are multiple cosmetology teachers, but there are limits to what we can put in cosmetology and some other classes. But, you know, what I'd recommend is you know, if you're right now thinking about it, and maybe you're a junior or a senior now, and you're at Primavera, and you can work out going to EVIT, some classes will accept you in January of 2017.
Okay.
So you might be able to start at the next semester. I know radio audio production would, I know multimedia would, and several others.
Okay.
Just depending on each class, if they can do that sequentially with the curriculum.
Now, are there a couple of the top programs that you see? I know we took a tour, you know, about a year and a half ago, and it seemed like The welding classes were always super packed.
Welding is, yes, because welding is, you take a look at the welding program and the certification that's MIG and TIG welding. And that is something that it's a national certification recognized center. There's only like 11 of them in America that can certify you nationally with, and forgive me for the particular certification, but it's a training ground. The entire Southwest will send people here to our night adult education for certification reasons. The students in high school as well get that. So whether you're in high school or you want to go there as an adult, it's an amazing program, so that's going to be popular. Our cosmetology is always popular because of the cost of it afterwards.
Yeah.
Medical careers, always very, very, very popular. There's some classes that are more niche, and it's hard to talk your parents into letting you take them. Mine would be one because a lot of kids Primavera online age, the kids that go in high school, a lot of them don't listen to the radio anymore.
Yeah.
They're all, on their iPod
streaming
or their phone
something
or streaming Spotify or Apple Music or whatever it is. So, there are niche programs that are a little harder to sell to your parents as well. So you have to really have that passion, but there's 40 options.
Yeah.
So chances are you're going to find a place for your passion.
Okay.
It's funny because you get kids that throw something out there and they think they've thrown you for a loop. And, what class would you take if I wanted to be an embalmer?
Yeah.
Well, you could take a medical class or aesthetics because you have to do makeup.
Yeah.
For embalming dead bodies.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. We're talking zombies. Right?
Yeah.
By the way, are we going to go and sing or something today, Jimmy Fallon?
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
no.
darn.
No singing on the show today.
I was hoping so. Anyway, so, it's just something that you love to do. I've been lucky. I'm 45 years old, and I started in this business. Matter of fact, it'll be 30 years this Saturday. Because I was at EVHS in my sophomore year, I got to start when I was 15 years old. I mean, how much better can that be to never have had a job that you don't like?
It's very true.
Most people can't ever say that.
It's very true.
I've never had a job I don't love.
There you go.
And always music and radio related.
That's awesome.
I even worked for the Suns for 10 years, so that was fun.
So there you go. Lots of options, guys, with EVHS. You can pursue that passion as far as you want.
By the way, I am as fat as I look on camera. See it in your,
Stop.
In your screen. Stop. Camera owns, they say 10 pounds. I'm saying 50 to 100.
So
I'm actually 135 pounds.
Last question. We have a student who's curious about tours of the campus.
Yes.
Are they able to come down and take a tour and see everything out? Okay.
Every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, it's a public tour.
Okay.
We do ask that they call ahead. So
Okay.
you can go to evit.com or you can find the phone number. Call ahead and schedule yourself in there so they know how many to prepare for.
Okay.
So every Tuesday, 1 o'clock. And, of course, the campus is going to be open on the 28th of January for everybody from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You don't have to call for an appointment for that. And you know what? Pretty much you drop by and see the counselor. If you have a specific class that you want to look at, they're going to take you there.
Take you there. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Steve, thank you very much for being here. East Valley Institute of Technology, guys. Again, remember, make sure you reach out to them if you have any further questions that weren't answered here. We've got College Xing, and then we've got a financial aid presentation prepared by Primavera for all of you guys here in the next two presentations.
And Justin Timberlake coming up.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake coming up. Make sure you stay tuned in here for the next 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be right back with College Xing and Trey Chappell. Thank you.
Thanks.